I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable, capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope! Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
Two of the biggest personalities in WWE colliding here tonight in Chicago. This might be the biggest match of the year.
You can tell there's a lot of respect between Punk and Eddie. Punk idolized Eddie as a teenager, and then the two crossed paths before Punk joined WWE. But even with that mutual respect, I expect the rules to be tested tonight.
Oh, we know Eddie will do that, and Punk has shown he'll adapt when necessary. But at the end of the night in Chicago, only one of them will stand tall.
Counter by CM Punk. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie. Punk's raw skills at that point sharpened Eddie enough for Eddie to return to WWE and become a world champion.
But now Punk has the skills and in-ring knowledge that equals that of Latino Heat. So you better believe Punk is determined to prove he's the better competitor tonight. Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much as...
Shoulders down, this could be it.
Whoa, he kicked out.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's still very much in this.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkind. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure...
Blast off! Cross body from the top!
Again? He's making the climb again? I can't believe this.
Oh, he misses the mark.
Back and forth, trading reversals. Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Boom, what a kick. Oh, look at this. Out to the apron.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you kidding me? A back suplex right onto the apron.
Eddie has to be aware now. This isn't the kid I faced before. This man is my equal, maybe better.
Wants to finish this. Incoming.
All the way to the outside.
There was no sense in that. It was all airborne.
And we just saw some serious offense.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that at home.
And now thrown back into the ring.
Shot with so much force.
Suplex. Into the pin. Can he get him here? Only a 1 count before the kick out.
I didn't think this match was close to over.
Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though. Into a chop block.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Oh!
And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now. He's able to reverse it.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Textbook suplex.
Hit on CM Punk. He breaks the ref's count after 1.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet. Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm. Has the arm trapped. And a series of vicious stomps. Things are getting risky. This will not end well. Nasty. The hardest part of the ring.
And he slides him back to the mat.
And misses on the springboard. Eddie got out of the way.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
Blow after blow, test of endurance at this point. No end in sight to this exchange.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Neither competitor is backing down.
Tope Atomico finds the mark. Oh, what a maneuver. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie is that he knows when to dig even deeper into his bag of tricks when facing a more seasoned opponent. I think we'll see some antics from Eddie tonight that even Punk has never seen.
A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Punk proof.
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, gotta sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Look at the height. Frog splash. Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to concede victory yet.
Real Eddie into the pin. And a strong kick out at one.
The wear and tear of this match only affecting him slightly, it seems.
This athleticism is off the charts. Tope Atomico. That offense will definitely knock the wind out of him.
Gets countered.
What an axe handle.
Back and forth. This has been an absolute showcase of fighting spirit from Punk and Guerrero.
Fighting spirit or sheer stubbornness. Either way, everyone in the WWE Universe is hanging on every move here.
And Punk has got to feel like he did back when he was a rookie. He still doesn't know how to handle Latino heat.
He's got to mind the count-out rules as he heads ringside.
Getting muscled up for a vertical suplex. Oh, nimbly landing behind and taking out the knee.
And now gets tossed into the ring. High rent district for CM Punk.
Stalking from above.
Incoming! Crossbody from the top.
Punk really looking to...
And wait a second. Interesting turn.
Oh, turning it around. Changes it into...
He's changing his mind. Going for something different now. Uh-oh. Turn it around with a reversal.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Reorientating them in. CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh God. The plunge. No recovering from that.
Cover. Two. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.